Hello and welcome. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot to calculate. Forgot. Wait, whoa. You are moving fast. Okay, anyway, we're going to work on the second half of this Dom Bluth crossover, which I am going to call Dragon Space. Okay, I called the one. I tried to upload a short and it got nuked because even though I got from Pixabay and I got the license from it, it got caught by YouTube. I put in the counter and it should be back up again. I think I called that Space Lair. Yeah, that sounds about right. So this is Dragon Ace. We're going to call this Dragon Ace. And this is the Banshified form of Dafne versus Space Ace, or chasing Space Ace rather. When you see it, and this is just I'm using Blender. I don't know. I'm just playing with Blender. I'm just gonna make a quick 3D form just to get like, I don't know, the kind of perspective I want to make sure that I just something like this is the equivalent of like working with clay to figure out like where you want things to occupy space. Let me see. I've got to speed this thing up. The playlist says this is oh bull. You're not gonna tell me how long it is. I gotta go into the file. I gotta hit properties after I select all the files and go 4 hours. Okay, so a clean double, I think, ought to get us to where we need to go. Again, this is like several streams worth of material, and I've got to sort of speed up the process. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with these two commissions. Turned out real good. I'm going to be talking about them while I also prepare for our Easter luncheon, which means I have to make my cheese potatoes. There we go. Indian pudding. That's not okay. That's Mom's own recipe. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys back up on the screen, and we'll go from there. Nope. Shut up, Ollie Ride. View my channel, view my live. And you are okay, good. Hey, Dime 1000, how's it going? Okay. Vincini Alfredo. Chicken stir fry. Oh, she wrote down my recipe. Aw. Indian corn pudding. No. We want. I also got to look and see if I can find her recipe for coffee frosting. So that way Mom can use it to make her chocolate cake. Oh, she wrote down my recipe. Well, she wrote down a lot of my old recipes. My egg drop soup recipe, my stir fry recipe. That's sweet. Where's the cheese potatoes? Uh-oh, we're into... here we go. Good. Cheese potatoes here. It should be either Texas sheet cake or chocolate peanut butter cookies. No. Snickerdoodles. Unbaked cookies. That's the oatmeal I don't care for. Peach cobbler. Oh, come on. Oh, please be in here so we don't have to mess with it. whiskey cake. Okay. No. Okay. Whoa. There's a few more back here. Please, please, please. Oh, chicken gnocchi. And chicken salad. Great. Okay, nothing. I'm doing okay. I've just been a bit. First of all, I haven't been streaming. Not even art, but just a few, holdups with just helping the family out, getting some things. They've sort of we're at the point where we got to cross our T's and dot our I's when it comes to selling the house. So they've kind of been leaning on me a little bit to parse some of the more I don't know, just some of the more abstract concepts in the legalese. Grandma's broccoli farmer's omelet. Oh, that's more of a casserole. No, well, yeah, I don't see the recipe for the coffee frosting. Well, I'll just have to look up online and see if I can. The pepe salad. Spaghetti salad, gross. Hamburger soup. A lot of these are just from her church. And these are the handwritten ones. These aren't the ones that actually got into her proper cookbook that she wrote like years ago and gave to all the grandkids. Or is that just the kids? She gave the cookbooks to kids, the ones she wrote in. Okay. Wait. Choco Delight? No. Sweet German chocolate cake. Dump cakes. Red velvet cake. Coconut cake. Well, please. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, Mom's on her own when it comes to that. Okay. I got to pre-boil 6 medium-sized potatoes. But I've only got, like, small ones, so I'm going to have to, like, boil a dozen of them. But anyway, I've just been... I don't know. I've also just been understandably kind of distracted and a little morose about some things. Not even including the just all the shit that's happening in the world. Thanks to Dum Dum and his Dum Dums. Other than that, I've just been trying to. I have when I get like this, I do tend to do a little bit more experimenting, and I did find a few tricks that I think will help streamline some things, especially with Blender. I found some settings that'll help export a lot of SVGs, which will sort of give me some like really nice baseline references and even like full files I can work from. That should be nice. Anyway, this is just what I'm doing. I'm just making a rudimentary construct just to kind of see where everything's placed in the world. Do I need this big a pot? Do we have anything a little... Yeah, there we go. This is more manageable. I don't like the gas stove. The electric stove was like really, really nice back at Grandma's. You lose way too much heat when it comes to gas stoves. The only upside I can think of is that you can then cook when the electricity's out. You couldn't do that if on an electric stove, of course. which is the advantage of gas. Something I've never thought about for the last maybe 10 years. Because who's going to cook with the electricity out? I mean, I know a lot of people would like to. A lot of people that don't have access to the... Oh, here's something. I'm trying to apply all these modifiers to see if I can maybe like sculpt it afterwards. And there's something weird about the way the skin modifier, which is the thing I use to make just these like really loose limbs, interacts with the subdivide modifier. After you try to apply it, it really just changes its shape, gets all weird and wonky. I didn't want to dedicate any brain cells while I was making this to like figuring out what it would do. So I just kind of went with it. Okay, is that enough? I need to figure out what tray I'm going to use. Okay, I guess this one's fine. Did we bring over Grandma's? Her nice tray? This one's a little small. I'd like something a little bit bigger. That's just about the same size, maybe a little bit higher. And that is the exact same size. Okay. This'll do fine. And then these can cook the brisket in. Ow, ow. Sorry, I twisted my finger. One, two, three, four, five, six, 8. And these are small potatoes, literally, so I'm going to throw them in too and just get rid of them. Okay, now I just need to sit here and wait for those to parboil, which may actually take longer, again, than I anticipated, because I don't like this stove. Hey, Cage, how's it going? Anyway, this is me sketching the creature properly. I have this on medium, high medium, so that'll do fine. Get in there, you butt. There. Oh. There we go. She's got everything she needs to make the cake here, so that's fine too. Good. I don't know what we're gonna have tonight. Maybe, I don't know, just some pot pies or whatever. Working on a portfolio and a few fan comics. I'm curious what you name your portfolio or a pen name. Put both. Just put both, because one is, I assume. Well, pardon me. I assume you want people to find your pen name, your social media and whatnot. Oh, Psychonauts 20th anniversary. You know what? I think I got both of those on PlayStation. I should actually start up a Let's Play of that. Oh, it's cute. Oh yeah, I even went back into Blender and got the hands. I modeled some hands quite, I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago. And every once in a while, when I need to like make sure that I get the proportions just right, I break them out. Should use them more often. Well, yeah, Cage Creature Studio sounds fine, Cage, but you also just want to put that and I guess your actual name. Ow. Piss, I gotta hang now. Interesting design. Very interesting design when it comes to it. A Dawn Blues classic. I actually saw gameplay of Dragon's Lair 2 before I saw the gameplay of Dragon's Lair 1. Again, going back to the old set. Was it was it the 7-Up? It wasn't the 7-Up arcade. I wonder if I can look it up. I wonder if they can keep a record of old, like, Scottsdale, Arizona, Scotts arcade history, Pixel Paradise, Metro's iconic arcades. Okay, well, actually from 1997 to, okay. They've got to mention. No. Okay, that's the pool table. Just wait. Video Roundup. There we go. That's what it was called. Damn. From 1980s to 2000s. Anyway. Yeah, they had a Dragon's Lair 2 video game. I think minus Dragon's Lair 1. So it was kind of like very confusing. It's like, watching one of those sequels. Watching movies out of order and just being kind of weirded out. Oh, hey. I'm wondering if you. I wanted to know the status of my. Oh, wait, what commission was that? Crap. Hey, Pest. Do you go by Borio? Wait, you weren't the slappy one? Oh crap! I gotta check the potatoes. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure they're not boiling over. Okay, for some reason, my phone doesn't want to keep up with the chat. I had to look at the computer to see your news guys and stuff. There we go. Just have to refresh. I don't. She's Mom barely cooks in her kitchen. It's too small. She took out the one island that was there for it. She's been living on her own too long. I don't like this. There we go. All her utensils are in this one big pot she has. So now I gotta go and there. This will fine. I may get her an island, like one of those little rolly things that she can just roll. I don't know. Even then, she doesn't want that. Canine one. Kania. Wait, is that Dragon Slayer? I'm not Dragon Slayer. Demon Slayer? Let me look up my set of commissions. You know, I'm actually really happy with the way this one turned out. Again, that's just a little trick to learn to figure out contours. Is consecutive circles. I was gonna say some of the references I'm using do go a little bit off model. Definitely go a little bit off model. You can see that she's got like way more warts on her arms, and the placement of them is a little bit off. The example that's in the upper corner, well, you could see it. The horn was moving, I guess. I mean, horns don't move like that if you wisp them around. But I guess it was just being like I don't know, just like moving with the movement. Oh, awesome. Pardon me. Everyone check out XYZ the Pests. Their animated projects. Animated pilots and shorts, and they do excellent work. Come on. Anyway, I'll have that. I'll have some roughs for you pretty soon. I'm sorry, I got caught up with other things and in Easter. Turns out Uh, turns out holidays are still the same. Family wants to get stuff done and also still sell the house. So. Oh no, 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 no! I just made a crucial mistake. Weback Studios on YouTube. Oh, so it's not. You have a link, right, to your own account, right? Weback, and you've got admin. You can post a link if you want. Oh no. Okay, thank you very much for your understanding, Borio. Okay. Ugh, I can't pronounce shit. Um, no, but I'm gonna get on that. Okay, hold on. I don't have my glove on. Not good. Not good at all. I'm gonna scratch up my. I'm working and I'm on fire. Did I pause it? No. Okay. Doesn't have universal control. Wait, where the lightning bolts go? Oh yeah, there. I'm doing another little side project for random. Since there again, they've given me a lot of money over the last month. Let's see. No. Nope. Open up. Okay, that's not. That's weird. There's a line here, and I don't know where it came from or why it's there particularly. I should say that. I put it down. Nope. And almost done with that one. Got to check the potatoes, make sure they're okay. Okay, anyway. I say you need to add art that tells a story. Not sure if that's true. You want sequential art? Yes. That's what that means. Basically, if you want to be a storyboarder. If you're looking for character design, you don't really like. You need to then be able to show that you can design a character that can move in different ways and think about how their outfit works or how their body moves. I'm not sure if that means if that relates to storyboarding or not. I mean, sequential art is more storyboarding. Character design is more thinking about how the character moves. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure you want to be a character designer, right? And again, I'm just talking like I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think nowadays in the industry they want you to do everything. It depends on what company you're also applying for. So be a little careful. I'm going to put this back on. We're still not quite there. I'm going to put it on so I don't forget. Maybe we'll check it every 15 minutes. To parboil potatoes, the skin needs to be the potato part needs to be soft enough. Kind of both soft and hard enough, and the skin needs to start peeling off. That's the trick. I should have just bought a bag of hash browns. That would have done the same trick. That's what you're basically trying to achieve. You're trying to parboil the potatoes, shred them, and then put them in a casserole. Okay, so basically, yeah. Okay, so you want character design, storyboarding, and comic stuff. I mean, sequential art wouldn't hurt to try and study. But also, storyboarding is not cleanup. There's storyboarding and then there's cleanup on the storyboards, which means like storyboarding, from what I understand, is like it can be like really super loose. Not so much that the characters are indistinguishable. But you have like character shorthand if a character has buck teeth. I'm now thinking of some storyboards I've seen for Big City Green. And they do the girl with buck teeth. You can always tell the difference between or no. Do they both have buck teeth? Anyway, or I don't know, like, if a character has glasses, then you can pretty much tell like which character that's supposed to be in any given scene. And then you can put same as, which means that they don't move or something else moves in the storyboard. And cleanup is where everything's done a little bit more on model. And I think that's like someone else, you hand off the storyboards to someone else, and they are the ones that kind of do that. And then I think in animation, as an animation director, you can storyboard the whole thing, and it looks, I don't know, there's just different ways of doing it. Like, there's some animation directors that basically like storyboard the whole thing, and everything's on model, and everything looks super nice. I'm thinking of like, motion picture animation and some shorts. So does my art portfolio anything? I don't know. Send a link, and I'll take a look at it. I mean, again, not professional. Probably couldn't get you like, couldn't tell you what you need. I can only tell you what I like. I think they do have some people that will do that. We'll look at it and then sort of give you an idea of what to expect. What do I do for the background of this? Inking is very relaxing, and so is coloring. Sorta. There's a point where you're inking, and it's like, well, I got all the lines done, and unless something like actually looks super egregious, then you're just basically going over your own lines and then making it look nice and clean. It's very just kind of nice. They shouldn't sell like coloring. Well, I guess it's the same thing. They've got people that, you know, they sell the coloring book, and where you just color it in. Again, coloring, you got to think of like color theory and stuff like that. I wouldn't like. I would say like going over, like inking, is definitely when you're more on autopilot. And if you're not thinking about what colors you're using, and you're just like coloring in, like I know some artists do. Not artists, people that, you know, like adult coloring book stuff is what I'm kind of going for. Why did I do that? I just made life a little bit more difficult for myself. Hold on. Okay, so oh wow. Okay, yeah, I got many more chats or comments than on my phone. Wonder why it does that. The video's running fine. Probably has something to do with YouTube trying to save bandwidth on a phone or something. Or my phone trying to save bandwidth. Is that good? Is that good? I think that's good. Oh, well, no. You know what? I don't like the background. That's the dungeon. This needs to be the throne room. Okay, that looks pretty good. Very nice. Okay. Let's see, what are we working on? Oh, Space Ace. Space Ace was a little bit hard. I mean, it was just kind of like Dirk, which I believe his name is Dexter? Yeah? Okay, I think most of these may be done. Okay, I'm just going to leave them right there. Good. Knock it off. There. Okay, I turned it off. It didn't boil over, did it? Nope, still clean. Okay, good. Excellent. Now, the tricky part, which is to do this without burning myself. Oh! Got the silicone. Oh, very nice. Okay, now I need the potato, whatever. What's it? Come on now, Mom. You can't not have that here. A grater. That's all I need. It's a grater. Gotta be around here somewhere. This'll do. Okay. Take out one potato. Take out the skin. Start shredding it. Now, is this? Yeah, it's a little. It's parboil. The skin's falling off. Good. Okay, you're gonna hear a lot of cussing as I burn myself. What drawings and DA should I do my boy? Well, I'll take a look later. Let's see, I need just a small knife to get under the skin. There we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. This is great. I need a plate or a bowl or something. Put all these peelings. And a light. God, I don't like this kitchen. There. Oh yeah, this is working out beautiful. Didn't I make these potatoes for Christmas? Did I? Or didn't I? I'm not sure. Everything from then is like a blur. I could stay in a little longer. These smaller ones got done first. Which is why while I'm working on them, the other ones are still in the water. Just kind of reaching the perfect point. Just got to maximize all your time. Now you don't want to peel the potatoes before you parboil them because you kind of want the skin to keep them all together. I guess you could do that, and I've heard people do that. But I don't know. I'm almost certain that the people that make like hash browns and stuff do that. Gorgeous. Okay. You seem good. I definitely have to post this later or deliver it to the old man, Winters, the commissioner who wanted this one. It's been a while. Oh, damn. Sort of a Miss Piggy thing going on with the pig nose. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean Fox owns now Dragon's Lair? No, they don't. They don't own Dragon's Lair, I don't think. But I know that doesn't like most of Don Bluth's stuff. Like, I know that what was Anastasia done under? I guess that does. That means Disney owns Anastasia and Thumbelina now. I was just thinking about that. I was thinking of Miss Piggy, and I was thinking how Disney owns Miss Piggy now. How they own everything now. Oh, I know why you keep the skin on, so that the potatoes don't get too waterlogged. If you're making mashed potatoes, it's fine if the water permeates the potato. But you want to keep a membrane because you want the potatoes to keep their structure a little bit. That's why you parboil with the skin on. Duh. potatoes. Stick them, boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. They should do a Tom Bombadil movie, but he like talks in like weird, or like a Tom Bombadil cut of like Lord of the Rings, but he talks in like anachronisms. Like he knows what memes are. He can sort of like see beyond the fourth wall. And he just like talks in like internet references about the movie itself. Didn't I do the teeth? Oh, I'm doing the gums. Okay. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Go. Very nice. This is working out very well. I'm this dish though. I may need to boil a few more. We'll see. I got to then shred it and then, well, no, 1, 2. No, I got 3 more. Okay, this will fill up nicely. I think Grandma, not Grandma, Mom wants me to go to church with her, and it'll be an early Easter service around 9. Get out around 10, head home and start cooking, or put on everything that we need to cook. Be good. Should be good. Should be good. The timing didn't reset, did it? Hold on a second. Seems to be moving a little bit slow. No, we're still rocking at 0.2. That's double the speed. Boil them, stick them in a stew. Boil them. I wonder what the wizard's plan was. Because he was gonna, I guess, turn Daphne into a monster and then use the monster to, like, destroy the world. Or at least the townspeople? Why couldn't he just use anyone? And there was also a weird system in that game where you had to also find hidden objects. I don't know whether or not that had anything to do with, like, the good ending or if it was just for a high score. That would have sucked. Made people play all the way through and you need super special items. There was also a Dragonlairs cartoon. Like Saturday morning cartoon. I should watch that and see what the deal is with everything. See if anything interesting happened. I think that's... Let's see. How many movies have been based on Don Bluth? Or how many cartoon series based off Don Bluth series? I know that they had a All Dogs Go to Heaven one based off of the second movie because they added the girl dog, and then when did they add the evil girl dog? The angel girl's evil sister. I'm trying to think. Okay, anyway, and then they also had Fightful Goes West, the animated series, and then I guess there was a Don Bluth. There was a Dragon's Lair series. I wonder how many episodes. Probably only 13. Why 13? I wonder. Okay, so you have, if you're going to do a Saturday morning cartoon show, I guess 13 would be for, 12 would get you through. 12 would get you through 3 months. So I guess that's 3 months, and then if the cartoon fails, then you can have one more repeat, and then you can get rid of it by a half season. Here, let me just look that up. Why only 13 episodes in season 7 of Bones? No. Only 13 episodes of animated shows. Must be a secret reason. A secret, like, legacy of early television broadcast production practices, as well as the way to maintain costs in production and timelines. Okay. Why shows often have 13, 26, or 52? 52 equals 1 year. Okay, that makes sense. But why the 13? Four teams of animators, so it turns out into it. Okay. 13 episodes per team. Okay, depending on the animation teams you have, it seems like 52 is good. If you have 4 animation teams, you can get a whole year's worth of animation. That's where syndication comes from. On 1/4 of the budget, you can have your 13 episodes. So that's probably just like the way the budgetary. So it has something to do with the studio costs. You take syndication, like 1 year, which became the model for like He-Man and going forward, a lot of those shows, like 1 year Saturday morning cartoons, and then you cut that by 1/4, and then you see if the actual anything flies. Also, because I assume also animation at that time was heavily based off of toy sales and stuff like that. Interesting stuff. Hello, Condor. How you doing? Like when people talk about Saturday morning cartoon shows, they never talk about the Dragon's Lair. So I'm just going to see how many episodes there were. Come on. Dragon's Lair Saturday morning. Oh, it was a Ruby Spears. Of course it was. They'll do anything. 13 half-hour episodes. Okay, 13. From 84 to 85, huh? Oh, wow. Princess Daphne doesn't even look like anything. She looks nothing like... They didn't even, like... You could have, like, put the same outfit on an on-model Princess Daphne, and that would have been fine. Like, they didn't even try to make it look like her face. Here, let's go back. So 13 episodes. Oh, wow. There's the Hanna-Barbera. Super Saturday Supercade. Okay. That's what it was a part of. Of course it was. I'm getting more pictures of the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon than I am getting from the actual Dragon's Lair cartoon. Weird. Okay. I'll just have to try and look it up. Of course, okay, that makes sense. It was a segment on Supercade. Wait, Goldie Gold wasn't a Supercade segment. Like the whole point of that was to like make video games based off cartoons. Like weird like the Q*bert one that was set in the 1950s. And Pac-Man, which like ran way longer than I thought it would. That was straight up Hanna-Barbera. I forget that Ruby Spears was a different version. Like they left, but and then ended up like collapsing back into Hanna-Barbera. But then again, when you make like the series that Hanna-Barbera is known for, Scooby-Doo, I could see how you could get like a bit especially in the car, especially for the TV stuff. You work for Hanna-Barbera, you're like, okay, cool, Tom and Jerry, you know, like no one's gonna top that. Not even Chuck Jones, which I like Chuck Jones's Tom and Jerry shorts. They're just different. And when you like create Scooby Doo for like them, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll just go on our own. What else do they have? They have the first Donkey Kong cartoon. What if Saturday Morning Supercade kept going, and they had like, and they like followed up with shows like Mortal Kombat and Sonic the Hedgehog, like at the same time. And then you had Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which was Deke, so. Let's see, is that all the potatoes? Nope, one more. Okay, this might work out. Because I need to put 2 cans of the stuff in here. I might want to boil another potato. I don't. No, this is maybe. Maybe not. I think this is fine. We're only going to have 4 people. Our family is kind of dwindled now. We had 5 people for Thanksgiving. Grandma was sort of like, I think she knew something was going to happen. Because she said, there's no one here. And it's like, well, no. Just the family's moved away. But she also meant like her family. Like the people she grew up with. Like her sister and her brother and people we basically never saw most of the time, but you know, it's just like, well, they're gone for good. Hey, Fish Center. Sorry about that. Had to get it out. Just thinking about how much food we're making. Yeah, this is plenty. Even if it looks shallow, it'll be fine. We're feeding 4 people. They're going to take some home with them. This is fine. Ooh. No. Dropped a piece. Yeah, 2 cans of the cream of chicken, a bunch of cheese, a bunch of sour cream. That'll fill this out. Yeah. Make this look a little bit more presentable. Like you could use a smaller dish. Let's see. What happens if I use this one? Yeah, I think that's more. I'll make it look more full. Let me take my 2 cans. Yeah, that'll do fine. I'll wipe this out. And we'll use this for one of the briskets or whatever. All right, time to grind them. I honestly can't remember if I made this for Christmas or not with the ham. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I can't even tell you who we had over for Christmas. Oh, no, Blake, Ian. Yeah, so we had a big crowd for Christmas. Yeah, I did do it then. I need to use those 2D blender hands more often just to like get it out on the paper. Because these hands turned out way better than the Dirk one. Little potato leavings. Okay. Fun for me. I don't see my extended family outside the holidays. Yeah, well, I guess I'm glad that's not what happens to me. I see Blaker pretty often. Okay. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Okay, so the potatoes are shredded. Now I need to make the sauce. Okay, what time is it? 11:30. This is good. I think Mom's got an early day. She'll be home. She'll need the kitchen to do her stuff. Pour that out. Gotta clean that up. Okay. Need another pan. Process can get messy. Okay. 1/2 sharp cheddar cheese, 1/2 cup of sour cream. Add salt and pepper for taste. Fold onion flakes. I'll add a little bit. Mom hates onion. But you know what? I gotta add a little bit, especially for Grandma. Ooh. Okay. Stick of butter. Yep. Okay. Melt the butter. Put in the soup. This part's really straightforward, actually. I need sour cream. Oh, no. Come on. How much sour cream did she make? What did she need it for? Did she put it in the back? On, Mom. Well, I may need to dip out and get some sour cream. I don't see any of it. I thought she bought some. Did she? She didn't put it somewhere stupid, did she? Crap. Okay, it's all the way back here. All the way back here. I don't know if this is the only one. Okay, but I just need half a cup, so I need a whole cup. Oh boy. Well, if she needs it, then she's got to go get it. She's gonna make that whatever little pasta salad or whatever she said she was. I told her we're gonna need a lot of sour cream. Cans of cream of chicken soup. Mix that all together, heat it up. Gently whisk it a little bit. Kind of doesn't want to blend, but you just give it a little bit more of a screw it, I'll just use a whisk. Much better. Okay, and then half a cup of this good stuff. Means 2 half cups, which means 1 cup. Looks like all I have is half a cup. Here, I'll just freaking eyeball it. There we go. Good. I think she's got plenty to do whatever she wants to do. Laughing Salesman was voiced by Homer's Japan dub actor. Oh, that's interesting. And then a cup of cheddar cheese. I can hear Grandma now. Don't put so much cheese in it. You know, everything tastes like cheese and not enough like potatoes. Yes, Grandma. Be ashamed if people had the flavor that made the thing taste good. You don't want all this nasty cheese overpowering the taste of a boiled potato. I was looking through all of her pictures, all the pictures she had, and she had a picture of her wedding. And boy, did great grandpa look like a fun guy. Her whole family, they were just kind of stiff, and I was like, so, well, what a bunch of fun Germans. It just popped out, which made Mom laugh. Oh, geez, thanks, Fritz. Happy Easter to you, too. And we had the... and these are American Germans, by the way. They've been farmers since, like, the 18 whatevers. The great grandpa had the stereotypical, like, little tiny glasses. And they all had their hairs pushed back. Okay, need salt. Garlic salt, should I add? We've got the onions I'm going to put in. So, yeah, sure. Got to get those mother ingredients. Just a little bit. And pepper. We don't seem to have sage. Oh, where's the pepper? And this is a shittiest pepper shaker. Okay. So, that'll be fine. Yeah, it just looked like a lot of pepper because I had to take off the cap and spread it. But it all landed in one spot after I smushed it out. Okay, let's see now. Yeah, I just need onion flakes. Just take the onion flakes as I'm spreading it. Did I put enough cheese in here? Yeah, I guess so. I can add more cheese to the top. Need this. And then you fold. You don't want to mash, because if you mash, then the potatoes will lose their shape. So you want to fold. Use one of those rubber spatulas. Tuck it in like a shovel, and then just kind of flip it. Keep doing that at different heights to make sure that it all gets a little bit emulsified. Do 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 do. Boo do boo do boo do. Do boo do ba bum. I want to make sure I get every drop of this because sometimes it just depends. Sometimes it turns out a little bit dry. Sometimes it turns out a little bit. This looks good though. Okay, I think that looks good. Yep, put some cheese on it, call it a day. And then I start cleaning up. Make sure the kitchen's good for Mom. Oh, I forgot the damn onion flakes, didn't I? I mean, she doesn't like it, but... I'll do half. As to which half has which, I'll have to just remember. Here, there, I just wrote N-O, no onion, on this one side with the spatula. And I'll just see if it stays after we cook it. But she likes cheese, so I'm going to put plenty of cheese on here on the top. Okay, I'll take a picture, send it to Mom, so she sees what I've done today. And then I'll clean up the kitchen. Oh. What are your thoughts on the Fantastic Four trailer? About what? I think it's fine. the thing doesn't sound like the thing. If I got to be perfectly honest. I think it just sounds like a guy. They needed, like, I don't know, give a little bit of a pitch to his voice. Like, without the voice, you know, like the classic Ben Grimm kind of gruffness, it feels more like a guy in a costume than the actual Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie. That's the only really impression I have. I have, like, very little. Maybe that's just because, like, I'm not too into it and kind of been ignoring superhero movies and stuff like that. I mean, it's different. He always has a Brooklyn accent. If you play Marvel Rivals, that sounds like a perfectly decent Ben Grimm. He's got the rough gruff. Sounds like a guy who's just like talking through rocks. Yeah, I didn't mind the first Fantastic Four movie. I thought it was perfectly serviceable. I'm gonna put this up here, I guess. Move the corn down. Okay. Good. Now, yeah, I just need to clean up. Where did I get? Okay. Oh, she's got a recipe for zucchini bread. I have to check that out. Huh, that is a good one. The voice of Grimlock. That is a good voice for... Peter Culler would also have done a pretty good Ben Grimm, I think. When he goes a little out there, doing all of his other Saturday morning, like, really gruff stuff. Okay. This can go up here. This could go over here, because that's done. This is already clean. Didn't even touch it. Didn't use this. Rehang the glove after I clean it. And there's not a lot of room here. Okay. Okay, just need to do the dishes. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just thinking about the house. It's hard to make with the yucks. Let's see. No. Jump would be a great one. I think that would be good too. You could use his like rough, gravel voice. Yeah, but anyway, that's one thing. It looks fine. It looks like every other Marvel movie at this point. They kind of have to homogenize everything. I get more fun out of like watching animated stuff. Even then, I'll take something back. The Spider-Man, the Friendly Neighborhood, it may look different, but still has the feeling of like it's trying to be an MCU kind of thing, with like plausible deniability of another universe or some way to like maybe like tie in with like all the Spider-Verse stuff. Oh shit, is that a Sony joint? I just realized Sony still has Spider-Man. So did they make a deal to make that series? I got to figure out where Spider-Man falls, like on. Yeah, that's right. They also made a preschool Spider-Man show. I wonder if Sony also gets a cut of that. Yeah, it's trying to do this. Okay, Spider's ownership is 50-50. So, okay, that's good. Anything to kind of slow down Disney at this point. Yeah, but they still like do a lot of stuff with it. Like there was a preschool Spider-Man show. There was that one. I'm trying to think. What else? Yeah, that one. So does that mean Sony also gets a cut of the Into the Spider-Verse stuff? Yep. Okay, that's done. Just need to wipe all this stuff down. Put it back where I found it. Okay. I also got to see where we are on the actual timeline. I think we're getting close to being done. Not really. We have another 9 minutes left on this one. Is this the final reel? Where? Come on, playlist. Where is it? Where's a playlist? Why won't it show up? Status bar. Huh. It's so weird. Why isn't it showing up? Anyway, I could tell you it's getting there. We'll see. Again, oh no, we're not even close. I still got to shade it all. Oh wait, did I not? I didn't shade this one. This isn't a shading. Okay, this isn't a shading commission. These were two flat commissions. I'm just kind of going with the background, but we still need the planets. I add a bunch of stuff. I add the background, and I add some planets, and I add some more sort of floating platforms that Dexter needs to jump on. So we've got maybe another 20 minutes. A new animated series called Zenshu. It's awesome. Oh, hey, old man Winters, how you doing? Sony still gets a cut of the Spider-Verse movies. Well, they're making the Spider-Verse movies. I would assume they'd get a cut. I would assume Disney's the one getting a cut. Like, and probably a little bit of a reduced rate since it's their studio. Like, Disney never got a... Did they get a... Did Disney get a cut of the... Of all the, like, the Spider-Man's B-list heroes, supervillains? Like Morbius and Kraven. Zenshu, what's Zenshu about? Yeah, worth the wait. Oh, I gotta go to the doctor on Tuesday. I mean, I'm feeling okay, but I never look forward. I've got grandma's white coat syndrome. Oh, definitely. I'm gonna post the rest of them. I posted a speed drawing that turned out really nice on my shorts, but it got copyrighted. I got it from Pixabay, so I guess I don't know how you upload a license beforehand. Shitty YouTube. But anyway, hopefully that'll be back up soon. I put in the counterclaim and put in the license. Sorry about the loud banging. That's how I get the water off of the utensils first. I give it a tap, and that kind of gets the moisture off of it a little bit. Put that there, that there. And she's going to have free reign of this whole place for the rest of the afternoon because she gets anxious when she has to bake anything. Fun idea. Bluethian QTE heroes and their damsels in distress. Bring me right. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a good idea. I like it. You were talking about all the Don Bluth animated shows earlier. Not the video games, but like their just, stuff like, well, Dragon's Lair was one of them. They have like a hugely redesigned there's a Dafne, and then they add some other character. I don't know, he's kind of like a squire or something. Looked like a peasant. And the titular dragon. I guess they used just a bunch of the recycled monsters from Dragonlair. Oh, we starting over again? No, I'm just using the color palette. I'm trying to make sure I get some sort of little opposite thing going on there. Taking a long time though. Oh no. Is it done? Or is that both of them together? Let me see. Did I put the planet in the background? Oh, come on. You're not gonna... Well... I guess I was just showing you both at the same time. Yeah, how long have we been streaming? Yeah, it's 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours, 6 minutes. That's fine. Definitely had... the Banshee takes up way more space. And you kind of have to build the environment around her. The other one was a little bit more involved. If I have to say anything, you might lose Dafne a little bit, but I think she's got a little bit more abstract enough that you kind of tell who she is or who she's supposed to be. And there's the whole flying chest thing. So it's going to be Dragon Ace and Space Lair. I think that's what I'm going to call the two. Anyway, I will look at your portfolio stuff and I will have something to say next time, Cage. Wait, you guys can't see this? Why aren't you seeing what is playing? Hold on. Game capture? VLC. Yeah. Anyway, it's done. I'm not gonna play with this. I've got to clean up a little more. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you all very much for joining me today, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Again, Sunday is Easter, so I'm gonna be doing stuff then. Monday, I think we're going back out to Grandma's. I think we're gonna finalize some stuff for the sale, hopefully. And then Tuesday is then my doctor's appointment. So it'll be a little bit quiet until then. I may put out a stream later tonight over on Melanie's for Princess Pickley. You might have something for you guys to watch. Anyway, until then, thank you all very much for joining me. Fritz, thank you for the donation. And just everyone have a good Easter weekend. Okay? Just be cool, be safe. See ya.